What it do, YouTubers? Before I get started on my discussions of my topics today, I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a quick rundown of what you guys are watching. This here is a montage of some just of the games I played recently. I figured I'd throw it together. It's nothing spectacular. It just more or less shows you how I move around maps and also how I use cover. I think it just kind of displays those qualities really well. Shows me as my style of gameplay, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Anyway, what I want to discuss with you guys today is why should I prestige? Of course, this game has been out for a while, so most people that have reached Master Prestige, or most people already have played the game to the point where they're going to play it enough, and on to the next one. Call of Duty Ghosts comes out in 2 months, so everybody's just waiting for that. But this goes towards every Call of Duty, so it's not just this Black Ops 2 that I'm referencing here about the importance of prestiging. I think it goes into any Black Ops or any Call of Duty that you're going to play in the future. And pretty much why, for one, I think it's important that you prestige is it allows your points to go towards something. I know that's just a small, big deal kind of thing, but still, again, I like my points to go towards the advancement of my stats, the advancement of my character, the advancement of me as a player. So that's why I do them. Otherwise, you're doing all this work and your points just kind of hit a glass ceiling and they're not going anywhere anymore. Also, too, I think it allows you, and I think this is the most important part of why you should prestige. This guy right here should have killed me. Quick panic knife. I just put this up there because I should not have survived that. My teammate comes in and clears the way. I just thought that was cool. Anyway, so why should you prestige? I think the major reason that players should prestige is because it makes you a better player. And what I mean by that is when you do prestige, and as in the other previous Call of Duties, you're forced to start from the beginning again. Your weapons had no attachments, or you had no more perks. You had to work your way back up to your perks. You had to work your way back up to the better weapons, etc., etc. That makes you and forces you to use weapons you probably wouldn't necessarily have used if you just stood and not prestige. You would always just use the best weapons. You're never going to know what it's like to use some of the lower tier weapons and just really experiment with your game. And I think that's what prestiging does. It forces players to get out of their comfort zones, forces you to create classes with perks and weapons you've never have used or may not have ever used, and it just gives you a more well-rounded view of the game, and it makes you a better player, and I don't think you can deny that. At the end of this clip here, I just want to go over this one here before I continue. I'm going to keep narrating and then going back and forth. This guy, Dolphin, dies unsuccessfully, and that was just dirty. Anyway, so prestiging, again, it makes you a better player. It helps you, learn the weapons. It makes you understand your class setups more. So when you go through the classes and you keep using these different perks and these different weapons, sooner or later you're going to be like, you know what, I found my dream class. Because you see all these best class setups, best rusher class setup, best sniper class setup, best camper setup, whatever. But there is no such thing. There is no best class setup for anything. I mean, it's pretty much up to the player that decides what's best for them. What's best for Nade Shot or somebody else may not be what's best for you. Of course, there are some, elements of the perks and attachments that you do need to probably stick with. For one, in this game, to me, was a major necessity for using assault rifles as stock. The stock attachment, if you're not using a stock attachment with assault rifles, something's wrong with you. Because you can't aim and strafe, you can't aim and try to, like I am here, you aim down sights and you're pretty much slow, you can't move. If you don't pull up right on the guy, then you're pretty much going to probably lose the gun battle, especially if he's using an SMG or anything like that with lightweight. You got to be able to aim and move. Oh, there was another panic knife. Yeah, there's quite a few of those. Anyway, but you got to be able to aim and move. I think in Modern Warfare 3 it was called Stalker Pro, and that's something that I always played with because I like to aim down my sights. I like to move. I like to sidestep and all that other good stuff. So, obviously you can get away with that with SMGs, shotguns, and other guns like that. But using an assault rifle in this game, you better be rolling with stock or you're in trouble. This gun right here, the M8A1, I like to use it with select fire. It's one of my favorites. It's probably one of my try-hard guns. It used to be the AN94, but this one pretty much took its place after I got it built up and was able to put the select fire on it. I've gotten diamond assault rifles, diamond submachine guns, and diamond shotguns. So I've been through the long list and laundry list of weapons, and it's made me a better player. It helps me also to learn how to counter people that may be using certain weapons against me, because there will be times when you're getting outshot by a certain gun. You're thinking to yourself, why is this guy, what can I use to beat what he's using? And if you go through and you use everything yourself, you're going to better understand what guns you can use to counter other guns as well, because that is also part of the strategy, knowing what guns to use. So I can't say this enough. Prestiging does help you. It does help you become a better player. You know, just do it for, you know, some people don't do it because they want, oh, I want to utilize everything right away. I don't even want to try to use anything else. And that's just a bad attitude to have, and that's probably a reason why those players will never excel in their skill levels, because they're not taking themselves out of their comfort zone. So that's my whole view with prestiging. And with this game, oh yeah, and then prestiging, some people, you know, you go about prestiging and ranking up in the wrong manner. You know, in this game, you know, you had camos, you had calling cards, and then also now they had added the weapon prestige. A lot of people in the beginning were like, what's this weapon prestige for? You know, what's the big point of getting a weapon prestige? It makes no sense, doesn't help, doesn't boost the weapon. All of those things were built to help you rank up faster. Your camos, you know, they give you 2,500 to 5,000 XP towards your rank. You know, each gun camo, I mean, that's what I think I just said. Gun camos give you around the same thing, 2,500 to 5,000 XP for ranking up. The calling cards, the you know, everything that goes into that, you know, that all is points. Your weapon prestige, each attachment gives you XP points. This is what allows you to rank up faster. So these are things you should be utilizing when you're trying to push forward with your prestige in this particular game. Who knows how it's going to be in Ghost? They already said you're going to have 10 players and you can prestige each player once, which is a total of 10 prestiges. Who knows how the weapon prestige is going to work, if they even have one. In this one, everybody thought it was a waste of time, but I found out what it was for. It's pretty much like I said, it's to help you rank up faster. That's the only thing it's there for. So if you don't want to do it, then no big deal. But other than that, you know, and that also teaches you, again, how to use the weapon better. Because when you prestige your weapon, you lose all your attachments. You can do that twice. But if you ever tried to use a weapon, I mean, to me, getting a gold assault rifle was easier to do when you had all perks and no attachments. I mean, no, I'm sorry, all attachments and no perks versus all perks and no attachments. No attachments on a gun is a very tough thing to accomplish. It was for me, actually. So I don't know what it is, what you guys thought about it, but I know when I went for my camos, that's what I found to be the most difficult, having a gun and using it with no attachments. But it made me a better player. It made me learn how to use the rifle better. And then when I got my attachments, I was able to really beast with the weapon, like this gun here. I mean, a lot of people don't use the SWAT, but I use the SWAT so much, it became one of my favorite weapons. You throw select fire on that bad boy, and you know, it does a lot of good work. So you just got to learn to get out of your comfort zones, prestige, quit being a wuss, and you know, give it a spin, and you'll be surprised where your skill level comes along too when it's all said and done. This one here in this clip, using the SMR, which is probably my second favorite gun outside of the M8A1. You put select fire on this gun, tap to the chest, and these guys drop so quick. It's a very powerful assault rifle. It's really tough to use in close quarters against SMGs and stuff like that. But if you get someone like this right here, they're done. So just always remember that. You know, again, I got that from, you know, playing with all these different weapons, and I know if I get into a battle with the guy with the SMG with this SMR, I better keep my distance. You know, I can't be as aggressive. I got to pick my spots. I got a head glitch and all that other stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed these you know, discussions that I'm going to be putting up. I hope you've enjoyed the gameplays. I really hope that everybody's doing well. You know, we're putting these up, we keep pushing them out, and we're pushing them out for you guys, and we're just hoping that in some way it helps you guys get better, and also to in the same fashion it garners some respect for us as a clan. So again, thank you guys for watching. We really appreciate it, and I'm just going to leave it with this. This guy gets it dirty, and I'll talk to you guys the next time we have a Troll of the Trolls of War Nation.